Have you ever walked into a listing appointment knowing that the seller is interviewing other agents, maybe agents that have 10, 15 years, or even 20 years of experience? It can be very intimidating, and I know it was for me when I first started in real estate. You start to second guess yourself, like, why would they choose me? I'm newer. I haven't sold enough houses. You get in your head about it, right? But here's the truth. Experience doesn't always win. Confidence does, connection does, and having a strategy behind it does, and giving value first. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to position yourself so when you see sellers or you're presenting yourself with sellers, you don't look weak and you're able to outperform top producers and know what to say, how to say it, so you can win every listing. So let's dive into that right now. If you'd like to win more listing presentations over experienced real estate agents or agents that you're being interviewed against to win listings, you're in the right place, because in this video, I'm going to break down 7 different steps that you can implement into your business so you can generate more GCI as a real estate agent. And guess what? It doesn't matter if you have experience as a real estate agent or not. This works for new agents as well, because at the end of the day, a home seller picks you because they know you, they like you, they trust you, you built rapport with them. So this whole framework that I'm going to be teaching you that has 7 steps is about basically giving more value and building rapport along the entire process, not just at the appointment. From the point of when you get the phone call, hey, I'm looking to sell my house, or I'm looking for an evaluation on my house, from point A to Z. I'm going to break down these 7 steps so you can start winning more listings as a real estate agent, regardless if you're experienced or even if you're experienced in real estate. This can help you. If you take this framework and you implement it into your business, you will start to see your conversions as a real estate agent skyrocket in your listing appointments and listing presentations. Okay, so step number 1 is having a survey. So somebody gives you a call, they say that they're looking to sell their house. Guess what? You get off the phone with them. The very first step is sending them a survey so you can gather information about them ahead of time before you ever go to the first appointment. Okay, you gather intel and you look professional. You can put a survey together. There's lots of different platforms that allow you to put surveys together. You ask a series of questions about their house, about them personally as well, and it gives you a little bit more information before you go into the appointment. Okay, why they're selling, why they're considering moving, what sparked all that stuff, what kind of timeline are they on, where are they moving to. There's a whole lot of questions, and I have that put together in the survey that I put together. If you're interested to learn a little bit more about the questions that I add in the survey, comment below survey and I'd be able to share that with you. Okay, as you do the survey, the next step you do right after you send them out the survey, and you let them know on the phone call, hey, I'm going to be sending you a survey. Okay, so they know that it's coming. And then you pre-frame them in an email saying it's going to take 5 to 10 minutes to fill out, but if you could fill this out, that would be great before our appointment. Okay, step number 2, we move into right after the survey goes out, we send them what is called, I like to say it's an intro video. Kind of what we're doing here is allowing them to see you. Okay, see you on camera, getting to know your mannerisms, getting to know your tonality, getting to know your character. Okay, and we can do this in a short video. It can be 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't even need to be that long, but I have a few suggestions of what that video would look like, and I'll just mention them here. You're going to basically thank them for the opportunity that we get to connect at our appointment. You can restate the time and date that you're going to be seeing them. You can also share a little bit about your experience if you would like in this video. You don't have to if you're a newer agent, okay? You can talk about a little bit of social proof. Here's what other clients have said about me, and you can put a link in there too for them to go over to see what other people are saying. If you have Google reviews as well, talk a little bit about maybe your marketing plan. You can say that as well. Basically, it's an introductory of who you are, what you're about, and you're setting expectations of what the first appointment is going to look like. Okay, and notice I said first appointment because it's going to be broken into 2 appointments, and we'll get to that stage why we're doing that a little bit later in this video. Okay, so that is phase number 2. So we're setting out the survey, and then we have an intro video. Okay, so value, value. We've layered it twice already, and we haven't even met with them. So the third thing we're going to do then is we're going to put together what I like to call a goodie box. Okay, so you can see right here, we're into the goodie box section that we put together for them. Okay, it can have your branding on it. There's softwares that do this where you can get branded packaging where you put this together. Okay, and you can put a seller's pre-listing guide in there. Okay, that answers some of the questions, frequently asked questions, that does a lot of the heavy lifting ahead of time. You can put in that box. You can put some branded stuff. I like to put mugs in there, pens in there, but then I also put treats, local treats, chocolate, some water. It's basically a goodie package for themselves, okay, or for them, that they can that you're going to be bringing to the first appointment to give to them. It's a gift for them. Okay, you can also put a trades guide in there. This is a good way to allow them to know what contractors that are trusted in your local community. This is really valuable if you can give this to them, because a lot of people do not have trusted contacts, and you being in real estate, of course you're going to have that. If you put a trades guide together, this is extremely helpful as well, that you can give to them. Along, you can put a handwritten note in there too, saying something as well. You can think of something quickly to put in there. It doesn't have to be long, but this is your way of saying thank you and giving them a gift. Who doesn't like a surprise gift? And we're going to be giving this to them at the first appointment. Okay, and something we're going to leave with them. So when you leave the first appointment, they think about you. They see what you've given them. You're still in their head. You get into their subconscious mind. Okay, so the goal is to surprise, delight, again, create an emotional connection with them. Okay, so that's phase number 3 of this. And then, like I mentioned, it's broken into 2 appointments. So we go into the first appointment. This is the initial walkthrough. And what I like to do is why I broken mine into 2, because when I first got into real estate, I was told that you had to have the listing agreement signed on the very first appointment. And I can remember personally sweating, listening to the Eye of the Tiger, going into my first listing appointment, going, oh my gosh, I don't even know these people. Okay, I've never spent time with these people, and I have to get the listing agreement signed in the very first appointment. And then if they're buying, I was told they had to sign the buying agreement. I was so confused. I left that appointment like so overwhelmed, so full of anxiety. And I'm like, there has to be a better way than doing it in one presentation. I'd like to get to know the people because I'm introverted. Okay, so I like to build one-on-one connections with people. I'm not the type of person to go in there and push or say all these salesy things. I want to build a connection with somebody. So this was a way I started doing this. This is what I'm sharing. This has taken me a lot of time, a lot of years, a lot of pain, and I'm just giving it to you what I do in this video that I find has worked for me, that allows me to close up to 80 to 90% of my listing presentations, and I'm giving it to you for absolutely free, sharing you behind the scenes, the curtain here. So this stuff works, and this has taken me many years, what I'm sharing with you right now, to work and find something that works. Okay, it's all built off the law of reciprocity here, doing this listing framework that I'm sharing with you right now. Okay, so on appointment number 1, what we're doing is, yes, we're building rapport. We're getting to know them. We're getting to see how they have their house. Is their house messy? Is it not messy? Does it smell funny? Okay, because you're the one, your butt's on the line as a real estate agent, right? You're the one putting all your time and your money up front before, and they have nothing, they have no skin in the game, okay? So you're the one risking everything. So you are betting on this client that they're going to be coachable, that they're going to be on your team, that their house is going to sell. Because if I go into somebody's house and it's dirty and it's sloppy, then, and I'm putting marketing dollars into it and it's not going to sell, then it's not going to work. Okay, so I want to build a connection with somebody too. I want to see, okay, is this somebody that I can see myself spending the next 6 months with, or 8 months, or 4 months, whatever that might be, depending on how quickly the house sells. But you're essentially getting into a relationship with somebody. So do I want to get into a relationship with this person? That's what I'm evaluating. Okay, when I go into the first appointment, it's me evaluating them, not them evaluating me. And yes, of course they will be, but I am also seeing if I want to be in this relationship with them. Okay, there's been numerous times where I just come out of the first appointment and I'm like, no, that's not somebody that I can see myself getting along with, or that is coachable, or that will listen to my guidance, and I don't move forward with it. And that way I don't go ahead and do the whole evaluation. So I don't spend another 2 hours and then going back again. I save myself practically 4 hours by doing this first appointment. So if you haven't been doing your listing presentations in 2 appointments, I highly suggest starting to break them into 2 appointments, okay? It'll save you a lot of time and energy and pain down the road. Trust me, I've learned this, and maybe you're doing yours in 1, but I highly suggest trying this method or attempting this, and you'll see how much easier this becomes, okay? And really, you're getting to know the house, the details, the nuances, because how can you really put a proper evaluation together if you haven't been to the house, okay? And you can see what shape it is it maintained? You can aesthetically see it all, okay? So that's what we're doing in appointment number 1, which leads us, after we've left that appointment, when we're at that appointment, we pre-frame them with, we're going to be coming back for another 45-minute appointment where we're going to be walking through your evaluation and how we would list your house and how we could sell your house, okay? You're using all those words too, how we, okay? Because we're getting into the subconscious mind again, how we can do that, what it's going to look like when we do showings. Okay, this is all if you would like to move forward with this person. You can use this language when you're in the appointment too, okay? You're already saying we, like we're going to be working together. And then when you get home, what you're going to be doing, step number 5, you're going to put the comparative market analysis together for them, of course. Once you've put that together, you can shoot a Loom video just like this. You can pre-walk them through 2 or 3 of them, show them some of the prices that it's sold for, the beds, the bath, square footage, the important information that's very similar to theirs, and share with them the prices without giving them a solid price. Okay? That's key. We're just sharing with them. We're planting seeds so that when we reveal the price in the second appointment, they're not surprised. Or what we share with them, we allow them to come up with the price or the conclusion that, oh yeah, that's a good price. Okay, so we're already planting the seed a day before. This is a night before video. You're going to have an appointment too. The night before you send this, 2 or 3 minutes. Doesn't have to be long, just like this. What does this do? What does this do? It builds rapport again. They get to see you again. So now they've seen you in an intro video. They've seen you in person. You've given them a goodie box. And now they're seeing you on a night before video, just like this, your mannerisms, your professionalism, and you're going above and beyond. How many agents, think about this, consider this right now. How many agents do you think are doing this in your market? Very few. Very, very few. Do you think you're going to stand out giving all this value to them? Hell yeah, you're going to stand out. Big time. Okay, so this is the power in doing what I'm sharing with you, okay? You're going to stand out. You're going to differentiate yourself just by how you're showing up, the actions and the value that you're giving your potential client. Okay, so we do the night before video, and then we lead into the most important appointment is appointment number 2. Phase number 6 is actually doing the listing presentation. This is where we're going to be going over the CRM that we put together. This is also where we're going to have a listing brochure or a listing package. And if you guys would like the listing package or listing presentation, I have all this. Basically, this is all laid out of all the templates. If you're interested, I have a course on this. It's called Conversions, Giveology Conversions Blueprint. If you would like this all broken down on how to do all this with all the templates, comment below, let me know and say conversions, and I will personally reach out to you and we can jump on a phone call and I can share with you what that might look like, okay? But I have a course breaking this all down, all the details, all the nitty gritty, so you don't have to reinvent all of this if you're interested. Anyways, okay, so for this here, we're going to have a listing brochure. We're going to do our CRM, then we're going to have the listing brochure that we're going to run through and we're going to go through. It's going to have your marketing plan. There's strategic things we have in the brochure to run through, but there's going to have your marketing plan. There's going to have your commission structure, which I like to break into 3 different opportunities for them, and they get to pick which commission structure they would like to do, okay? So you can end up charging what this all does is it allows you to charge premium commission too, because you're doing something different and you're differentiating yourself. And you're providing so much value. And then also a 3-stage pricing strategy as well, which is super powerful. Okay. And we allow them to pick which price they would like to go with. Okay. You have an aspirational price, in market price, and just below. And we kind of guide them along the way with what we say. But again, we're allowing them to pick the price. It's super powerful. Okay. If you'd like to learn more about that, let me know in the comments below. Type in conversion. Okay, so that's what we do at the listing presentation. It doesn't have to take long. Again, we're going there with the intention to share with them what the value of their house is. Here's the comparables. Remember with the night before video, here it is. Here's more laid out. Here's a little bit more information. Okay, showing them the stats around that. And then we go through the listing brochure completely of what that's all going to look like, the timeline, everything. Okay, a guarantee, all that stuff. Okay, to minimize the risk and let them know that you're there for them. Okay, all that is in the listing brochure. Once we walk out of the listing, at that point in time, they could potentially sign the listing, okay? Or, depending on where they are in their cycle, okay, maybe this is ahead of time. If they don't sign the listing, even if they do sign the listing, you send them phase number 7, is the thank you and follow-up video. Okay, there's actually 3 things I do here. There is a 1-minute video, 60 seconds, saying thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to working with you. I'm excited about XYZ, and I can't wait to get started. Your house is so nice, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, you do that in the video. Again, it can be a Loom video. It can be from your phone, and you text it to them. Nothing complicated. Okay, it's just another touch point. Okay, another connection point. You're giving again. I also send out a letter, thank you letter. I also send out a email that says thank you as well. So you're texting, emailing, and mailing. They're so powerful. 3 different ways you're saying thank you to them for the opportunity and that you're looking forward to working with them. Okay. I'm looking forward. You're already pre-framing that it's going to happen. Okay. So this is the 7 steps to lock in a listing. And this does not matter if you're an experienced real estate agent or not. If you're an experienced real estate agent, this will supercharge. If you already have your conversion rates high and you add a little bit of this into your listing presentation, you're going to supercharge. You're basically going to convert 90 to 100%. You're going to be converting like crazy if you add any of these steps, any of these additional touch points that aren't that complicated into your listing process. This is going to supercharge this. And if you're new in the agent, if you follow this, again, this took me years to figure out. I'm an introvert, okay? And it was painful for me at the beginning because I was getting all the same generic advice from other experienced real estate agents how to do it. Well, guess what? It wasn't in alignment with me. It didn't connect with me. You have to find what's in alignment with you and what works and what doesn't work. Through a lot of trial and error, I found this works and it converts very high. Like I said, I'm giving it to you. This is the framework. You follow this framework, you're going to convert more deals. Okay, it's the highest money-making activity in your business, but it's the least agents pay attention to. They're always concerned about how many more leads and chasing leads. If you just optimize it, this one component of your business would literally change. But most agents don't. They focus on lead generation, which I get. You have to have leads coming in. But look, there's people that are right there, right in front of you. And you have to make sure that you optimize those people. And this is the framework that will do that for you. Okay? If you like this video, comment below. Let me know and say, yes, you found it informational. I'd love to hear from you. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will continue to share videos like this so you can continue to build your business at ease. Real estate doesn't have to be complicated. There's so much advice out there that complicates the process. It's basically broken into what I say 3 frameworks, 3 basically strategies, okay? You have your lead generation, you have your listing presentation, and then you have recapturing the leads that you've already worked with, okay? If you master these 3 things, your business will literally explode. And it's not complicated. at all. If you'd like to learn more, I suggest click the link below. Chat with us. We can go through all of this with you and get you to the next level in your business. There's a link below. If you're interested, let us know. Okay? And if you would like to learn a little bit more about lead gen and what that looks like and how to simplify the process, watch this video here. It'll simplify the process for you, lead generation. Okay? I'm Nick Doherty, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.